Hey besties, let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Hey besties, it's Behind the Shade, and I am coming to you on this beautiful Saturday. It's raining here in the Bay Area, but I'm here. We got to talk about the new series, Belle Collective Birmingham. It's season 1, episode 1, A Storms Are Brewing. Now, the nickname for Birmingham is the Ham. So if you hear me say it, that's what I'm going to call it that. I love when cities have their nicknames, Chi-Town, Oak Town, and whatever else. So the Ham is what we're calling it. So we have 5 new ladies to meet. First, we know this is the queen of the show, Stormy Steele, previously from Love and Marriage Huntsville. She is now a hair mogul. She's the owner of Canvas Beauty. She has that 50,000 square foot mega warehouse in Huntsville. She hasn't been on our TV screens in 2 years since leaving Love and Marriage Huntsville. So what has she been up to? Balling out of control. Honey, and took herself into the millionaire status. But I'm gonna tell you something. Stormy been rich. I don't know how, and I would like to know how. Maybe we'll get an interview. But the house that she lives in, we saw that house before she even came onto the show. She was friends with Melody. And remember when Melody was singing, she filmed a video as Stormy's. I'm going to call it a ranch because that's what it is. Big old country house on all this land. She has horses, a man-made lake. She just has property and grass, and she has the country life. And I'm probably sure I could get that for what I'm paying for this house here, you know, in the Bay Area. But baby, it's some millions already that has been had between her and Courtney. What does Courtney do for a living? Or what did he do? Because it seems like she probably retired him, you know, like Tabitha Brown did her husband. Looks like Stormy probably retired Courtney because Courtney, I believe, works with her. You know, and I was happy to see him today on this episode, even if it was for a little bit, because we know he don't really care for this type of deal, but he gonna do whatever. You know, he still the money. You know, and he probably don't have a say. But yeah, so what have they been up to? She's been working with Fenty Beauty, you know, that's owned by Rihanna. She is now the number 1 TikTok live seller in the US and the UK. She earned $1 million in a day, I believe. She's traveled all over China, India, even met the king in India. Was it a king or a prince? King. Okay. And now she's collaborating her brand with Lala. This is the first celebrity collaboration that she has done. And when I say Lala, I mean Lala Anthony. Okay. So she tells us how she got here is she was in college, you know, she was depressed. She had a dream of being a hairstylist, and the brand, you know, the name of the salon was going to be called Canvas. Everybody thought she was crazy, didn't get any support. You know this story all too well. Besides my mother calling me out my name and calling me stupid, my mother has never. I mean, if you know the show Love and Marriage Huntsville, you know her mom is off the hook, got a mouth, you know, trying to be like Mama D, reminds you like she's trying to be Mama Joyce from Atlanta, trying to be like Nancy, you know, Jim Jones's mom. Like, we didn't need that here on Love and Marriage Huntsville. The first mother we met was Martell's mother. She didn't act like that. Now we saw Marceau and Maurice's mother once. Do y'all remember that? She's in a wheelchair. I mean, Melanie's mom. Oh, but we do have Wanda. Ooh. Okay, never mind. We got Wanda, girl. I forgot about Wanda. Okay, moving on. So, Stormy dreamt of being in the hair industry. So, she went ahead and became a hairstylist. And she must have been good because people were going to her. She had a clientele. I wonder what made her decide I'm going to get from behind this chair. I'm going to try my hand at selling products and body butters, and I'm going to leave the chair. I knew that had to be hard. I was like, yeah, I think I want to hear an interview. I want to hear an interview by Stormy, but I don't know if I want Carlos King to do it because, now she's his, he's her boss. But I guess that, uh, more like a Shay Shay interview. I just, mm, no, because his interviews be 3 hours long, child. Anyway, so no support from anybody. So her mission statement, I'm paraphrasing because it was too wordy. I think a mission statement, it can be like, it can be 2 or 3 sentences, but I think she needs to edit hers. So I did it for her. So what do I have? A female, I think she should change female. I don't know, but we'll go with it. A female is the perfect canvas, natural gift. She has a natural gift of being beautiful, and that can only be enhanced. And once that happens, she can be whatever she wants. Okay. So then we meet her CFO, Amber Jones. Stormy used to do her hair. Now they're close friends. And Amber lives in Birmingham. She went to college there. She's played basketball. That got her through college. She even went overseas and played professionally for 5 years. And she came back to Birmingham to start her own business. And now she's the CFO at Canvas. So Amber loves it in Birmingham. She wants, she wants Stormy to get into it, honey. She's like, honey, Birmingham is the it city, honey. The real estate is popping, the tech world is popping. It's the ham. It's just an hour away from Huntsville, and it's a vibe. And she drives down to Huntsville from Birmingham all the time. She said it's nothing. Put somebody's CD on, and you're there. Amber wants Stormy to come and meet her friends in the ham because they're movers and shakers, like Stormy. So then we meet Kayla. Kayla teaches parents how to get their kids into acting and modeling. Her oldest daughter was in Black Panther. Okay. So she's a model maker, and she started out doing 101 meetups at Starbucks for $35, child, and now she has clocked in at about 7 figures. She made that in 18 months, and she's gained 7 figures, but now it landed her in a divorce because her husband you know, just doesn't want her to grow that way. So they have 4 kids. He's white, she's black. They met at Hooters. She was a hostess, not a waitress, so she wore clothes. And she was 17 when she met him. He was 32. I'm like, girl. So she's grown since then. She's nowhere near 17 now, and he can't handle it. So they are divorced, newly divorced, it's been a few months. So Stormy says, he just couldn't handle, she couldn't fly with him. Yeah. He probably wanted her to be barefoot and pregnant. She got 4 kids. They're in the South. He's white, she's black. He just wanted to care for her and keep, her under his thumb, and she grew from up under the thumb, and he can't take it. And I just wish these men would just come into the modern day and just independent women are here. Shakers and movers, entrepreneurs, boss ladies. This is not going anywhere. It's too easy to get rich. You got a cell phone, you can get rich, and it's just hurtful that this family has to disband because of your ego. You got 4 children. It'll be just so much easier to be together. Why can't you let this woman grow and soar? And the thing about it is, and I wish some men would be listening, but as independent as we come and are, and bosses and leaders and movers and shakers and grinders and hustlers, we don't want that in our relationships. We want to be treated like a baby when we get with our man. I don't know about y'all, but I want you to worry about everything because I do that all day. When I come home, I want you to have that. What do you want for dinner? Baby, you tell me what you want for dinner. What do you want to watch, baby? Whatever you child care, long as we kicking it, you know? So I hate that for her. So over at Tiffany's house, she's a Jones also. I'm not sure if there's a relation with Amber. They didn't say they was cousins. So we got Tiffany Jones, honey. This is the Christ girl that I've been hearing about. So she's having a prayer group and Bible study at her house. This is what she does, honey. She loves the Lord. She didn't turned her life around, and this is what she's doing, honey. She's married. Her and her husband got 18,000 businesses. She has 3 children blended. And it looks like maybe the oldest 2 are hers, and then her and her husband had the last one. That's my assumption. That's what it looks like because those kids, they look similar to her. Anyway, that's how I feel. That's what I think. That's what it looks like. That's the vibe I was getting. So then we go over to Funmi's house. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. Her name is Emanuela and a whole bunch of other words. She has about 10 names. Okay, but her last name, I don't even remember. But anyway, we got Funmi. She's short. She's only like 5 feet. She's Nigerian born. She's a content creator. She has, honey, I was like, baby, I can't wait to get there. Check this out. She has 400,000 followers. She does fashion, lifestyle, beauty, and hair. Ooh. She's married to a tall guy, and they have 2 boys together. And she's at the house outnumbered right now because she's looking for another house, and she wants, the $4 or $5 million homes. And homeboy is like, no. And the kids want to stay home, but hey, they don't know nothing. They just going off what their dad is saying, right? And so we meet her sister. She's cute. And she didn't go into the story, but she said her sister was her mom for the first 8 years of her life. And then she just didn't want to keep talking about it. She was tearing up. And we're all like, well, what? Wait. No, tell us what happened. Where's your mom? Where's your dad? What happened? Are you a refugee? How did you get here? What happened? Tell us. Okay, so maybe later, right? So this girl wants what she wants. She's a big personality, right? So back to Amber Jones. She lives at home with her niece, and I do remember seeing her niece at Tiffany's house at the prayer group. So her name is Kaylin. She's cute. She's young. She's in her 20s, and she works at Canvas also. So Stormy is stressing off these beauty boxes because in a couple of weeks she has this 48-hour live stream she's going to do with Lala Anthony. And the sample of the boxes came and they're flimsy and she can't do anything with them. They're just terrible. They're tearing up. They're not manufactured well. They look like they'll fall apart. She's like, this ain't it. So, she's trying to reorder them. She wanted 5,000 boxes so they can get the products out, but she's only going to have about 2,400 of them. And she is so stressed. She's crying because this is not how she rolls, right? And she's not telling Lala yet because she don't want, she's hoping for the best and she just don't want to tell her yet, right? So Stormy is also planning a party and she wants an intimate crowd because she needs feedback on the scents for this launch. And so, Amber was telling her, don't have the party in the ham. Don't have it here in Huntsville because we don't want Martell and Coleslaw coming. And, it's some drama with Lance and Destiny and Child Trisha and Ken. And then, and then Even Neil and Chris ain't getting along. And then Marcel over there trying to check Tisha and Kimmy mad at Maurice. So we don't need all them. Come down to the ham because we don't want your people to show up. And Destiny ain't no telling who she gonna come with because she over there asking about Xavier. Oh no. So Stormy wants Funny and Kayla to come, because Funny's a content creator. She needs these people to show up so she can get good positive feedback, right? So Amber is telling Stormy that, when she tried to meet Kayla before, Kayla gave her the cold shoulder. She did not acknowledge Amber. She walked past her, didn't even speak. And she said that she heard you say that I was your friend. And honey, that didn't go over well for Kayla. And I thought Kayla was gonna be a cool chick, but it seemed like she always seemed like she get in mess. Then she try to act like she don't know how she got there. One of those that throw the rock and hide their hands. Yeah, that's what Kayla's giving. And Tiffany is giving me, even though she's saved, sanctified, and filled with the precious Holy Ghost, she will get with you. She will check you. She gonna meet you where you at, and she's not backing down. Because we already heard her say that she used to be out there in them streets hard hunting. She ain't forgot. Don't get it twisted. Don't let the Bible fool you, okay? Okay. So I am interested in this group of ladies. I am. I'm here for it, okay? So Amber says she will give Kayla a second chance just due to respecting Stormy. This is going to be a Canvas event. Canvas is her job. Stormy is her friend. We'll give it a go. Maybe it was me tripping, even though it wasn't, but we'll see. She won't do that twice now, will she? Huh. Okay. So it's time for the Canvas pre-release party in the ham. Tiffany's bringing her friend Kendra. Kendra, we learned, is the first lady of the ham. So I'm assuming her husband is the mayor. Okay. They've been friends for 20 years. They used to drink, fuss, fight, kick it, twerk, dance, all the things. Okay. Stormy's party is in a wonderful space. Child, everything is beautiful. It is amazing. This is how you throw a party. So her party planner, kudos to you, Pep. You did a good job. And I think we know Pep from Melody, I want to say. I think Pep does this. Like we've seen her before in Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I'm not even mad about these two cities doing this together. Like, we saw a few of the Love and Marriage Huntsvilles on the show. And then, Belle Collective Birmingham is connected to Jackson and connected to Love and Marriage, which are all Carlos King's shows. I think this is brilliant. I think this is brilliant. We saw, we know Nell and Chris know Latrice and Cliff. We saw them at an opening for the restaurant or the Goddess Links. Like I'm loving it. We're gonna see Martell on here. This episode, we'll get there. I'm getting ahead. Okay, let me slow down. So come to find out, the beauty box that the manufacturer sent Stormy was a prototype, but the mass production will be at the highest quality that she's used to. But I was asking myself, why would you send her a sample of a box that's not the sample of the box? I don't get it. How are we going to get business done? How are we going to get things underway if you over here playing with the quality of the box? The box is the most important part of this. I mean, besides the products, it's the presentation. What is the point of sending a flimsy box? What is the point? Send me a box that I'm going to be selling to my customers. Duh. And then just send me 4,999 more. I mean, is it going to hurt you to just send me a free real box? I don't understand the point of sending a prototype. But whatever. So Stormy and Funny, they engage because this is their first time, I think, meeting in person. They've been following each other on social media. So they really get to, see each other. They're admiring each other, Stormy loves Fumi's energy because she has a big personality and she seems cool, but she's short, so she gonna have a lot of fire to her. You ain't gonna be able to say anything to her. She gonna be checking you. These girls gonna be bumping heads. I think a whole bunch of bosses. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. So anyway, Fun Fumi loves Stormy. She thinks she's just an amazing woman, and Stormy is. So we see that there's a Sonetta there. I've heard her name twice. I think she was at Tiffany's prayer group, and Tiffany says she's inviting Stormy to her next prayer group. So I think that's where this. Oh no, because I was watching the previews, and Stormy and Tiffany gonna get into it, but Stormy asked Tiffany to leave her property. Honey, not leave my house, leave my home, leave my ranch, leave my property, leave my land. She gonna call, what's her housekeeper's name? The groundskeeper. What was his name? Gooch, Pooch, or Gooch? She gonna call him, and she probably got more. Come get her. Okay, so then Sonetta is introduced to Tiffany, and then Fumi and Amber comes. She makes fun me. Is it Fumi? I think it's Fumi. I'm gonna get her name next week. I'm gonna get it. Okay, so I think Amber was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were so short. You are the fun size." And honey, Fumi was like, "Girl." She tells us, "Yeah, I'm about 4'11", 5 feet, but best believe, honey, don't play with it. I am 6 feet tall. I am a giant. Do you hear me? 400,000 followers big, okay?" So Stormy meets the girls that she hasn't met yet. Kendra, the first lady, is there. They're meeting. Everybody's helloing. Kayla shows up with her new man, and he's black child, dark skin, has on a hat, white beard, looks like Aaron Hall. I was like, can you sing Groove Me, Baby, Tonight? Shout out to Guy. Baby, like the way you move. Or how about you can have a piece of my love? It's waiting for you. Okay. Okay, what about you can have all of me? Cause I'm not totally free. I need to go listen to some Guy, y'all. Child, why is Teddy Riley? He's coming to town this summer. I think I'm gonna give me some tickets, honey, because that's gonna be a show. He gonna be playing Guy and Blackstreet songs. Oh yeah, I gotta be in the house. Oh yeah, I gotta go. Okay, okay, y'all. I'm back. Oh look, there go Destiny and Trisha from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Destiny and Stormy are still friends. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? hmm Okay, they came to support. I'd love to see it. We're gonna see Martell next week. Okay, we'll see y'all later because I gotta review y'all tonight after my nap. Okay, so now Kayla and Amber are like standing next to one another, and Kayla is acting like she don't see Amber standing right next to her. She looking over her, through her, around her, under her, but doesn't see her. So Amber goes to tell Stormy, like Kayla didn't speak to me again. Like, I don't know what's going on with her. Stormy's like, well, let's clear it up because it should be simple, right? So Stormy brings Kayla over. And so Amber is like, yeah, I was telling, Stormy, like, you didn't speak to me. Obviously, it's something awkward going on. And, you're making things awkward between us. Like, is there a step that has been looked over? And so Kayla looks at her like, I don't remember that. And shout out was the end of the episode. I'm like, girl, we go next week go start with this. Let's wrap that up because this is an easy fix. That just Amber, I need you to say what you need to say. It was seeming like you tried to say it, then you tried to add other words for no reason. And I am here to say, girl, get it said and get it done. Ask the girl, this is the second time I've been in your presence and you just overlooked me. I was introduced to you by Stormy. You didn't speak. You doing it again. Is there something that I don't know? Have I said or done anything to you? Have I messed with your husband? Like, I don't know, girl. Call her out. Make her stand in it. Why do you act like you can't see me? Boo boo. But I can't wait because she over there like, I don't remember that. Girl, anyway, and Stormy is like, I don't have time for this. I got so much to do. And I'm like, you got time for it, honey. This is what this show is all about, honey. A reality show, it's about chaos, conflict, and confusion. And I'm here for it. Besties, drop down in the comments, honey. Let me know what you thought about the season premiere of Belle Collective Birmingham, The Ham. Like the video. If you're new, subscribe. Hello to my new subscriber. Hype the video. I believe that gets me in the algorithm and I get to gain more besties. But I'll be back with another recap. It'll be Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight. Bye, besties.